What up, it's your boy Dvrth again for another video, and today we're here with, I was about to say 2 Year Eternity, Hunter x Hunter episode 135. Last episode was a really well done episode. It was a little slower pace, and that's fine. We've gotten plenty of excitement within the last couple of episodes that we've experienced. So this episode, or the last episode, being a little slower pace was fine, especially since we got a lot of Welfin, who I've recently found a liking to, and I was about to say Komugi, Meruem, who did was phenomenal in that episode, having the emotional maturity to understand where Welfin was coming from, but also keeping his eyes on the prize, which is Komugi, remembering Komugi thanks to Welfin actually, and overall just having this three-man conversation or interrogation that was not, I don't want to say surprisingly, because I'm not surprised that it was entertaining, but yeah, surprisingly entertaining. So now Meruem's about to go find Komugi. Not sure how much time he has left. Not sure how much time Poof has left, seeing as Yuppie was gone just like that. So just not sure how much time anybody has left here. But I do hope that Meruem at least gets to see Komugi one more time. So we're gonna hop straight into this. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. You're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter or something totally different, the best place in that in, as long as my social media link's going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon, link's going to be in the description as well. We also have a Discord if you want to join that and talk more Hunter x Hunter or anything else that we're watching on the channel. So with all that being said, let's get our headphones. Oh, they were charging. Okay, make sure them bitches is on. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. In 3, 2, 1, go. That's kind of crazy though. I don't know why I'm just now noticing this, but they just started off with the title screen, which never bodes well in shows. Just like Poof. I like that. Now this may just be like practical for him to do it like this, but I do like that him using his N to find Komugi is so much more gentler is the question or the word that I'm looking for. It's so much more gentle than just a harsh bright flash of his like location in that he used with everybody else. Oh, it's Palm. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. Okay, thank you. Seeing how what kind of episode this is probably gonna be, I'm glad they did not have the opening. I know that's sacrilegious to people, but I'm so glad they didn't have this opening. Ooh, what was it? Gotta finish the mission. Right. He don't care about none of that shit right now. Like, you're done fighting, man. Yeah. He don't give a fuck about any of that. The battle, being king, any of that. Oh, just want to see Komugi again. Yep, yep. It's nothing else. Yep, nothing else. Oh fuck. Fuck. Oh my god. He just wants to spend his last moments with Komugi. He knows he's gone. Oh, Merum, you are a great character. Yeah. Yeah, he has no reason to lie to you. He could kill you at any time. He could find you even if you ran away. He has no reason to lie to you. But I do like the battle that Palm's having inside her own head right now because yeah, it would be hard to justify that in your own head. Something somewhere change ever so slightly. In my current state, I am not a god. Damn. Man. Yeah, you expect him to be the monster, but he's not anymore. He probably never was. You could make a great argument to say he never was. My God. Is he wavering? He, is he bowing? Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, yeah. She still has that ant presence in her that says like, "Yo, you shouldn't be bowing." Like, man, yeah, man. Oh wow, Jesus, man. Nobody would blame you. Nobody would blame you. Oh fuck, man. This is a somber ass. Oh my god, he's already dead. He died off screen. Honestly, yeah, eyes open and everything. In all reality, you kind of deserve that. I bet you there's some like poof stands there like, what the fuck did you say about our king? Yeah, man, he kind of deserved it. It's justified. It's poetic. Ugh. Oh man, she's dreaming of playing. Oh, damn it. It's time to play. Ah. Ah man, yeah. It's over. Oh, this dude's still missing. That's crazy. Damn, she bad? What the fuck? Oh. Oh, there. Oh my god. That's force for you. I do like that we're getting like this whole publicity or not publicity, but like what repercussions of like what the nations do, like other nations are doing about this. Like, oh hey, by the way, what this is how they handle the rest of what's going on. Oh man, it's a question of professionalism. Who the fuck? Why is he on the phone with the sensu bean? Who the fuck? Whatever you say, Dr. Seuss. Okay, sure. What would that be? Oh shit. Oh, that was your dog, bro? Oh, that was your dog, bro. Damn. Same day, a video was streamed online, which Netero announced his resignation. Oh, wow. I'm choosing successor. Remember the major news story weeks ago? You never said you know how many times after the video was his will. Damn. Some people didn't even notice that it all meant that he was dead. Let's get drunk. Who the fuck? Was that? Hmm? It will be it's bad humans. Human life is too long to devote. Oh shit. Jesus. That's why humans succumb to the desire to seek and release. It was. Whoa. I was about to say, is that Diego? What? Oh man. He's dead. Fuck, man. Damn. It does feel like that. Man. Oh, dude. That sucks. Oh, yeah, let's say in the afterlife you will. God damn it. Damn. He was young, ignorant. The honorific is not necessary. Yeah. Oh, this sucks, man. Not the same person I was before. Oh, God. This sucks. Oh, this sucks. She she's using the oh shit. Certain death. Yeah. She just wants to keep playing. Oh man, this is I never thought watching two people play chess would be so depressing. What the fuck? Ah, Jesus. God, just should not be this depressing. It should. Oh, god damn it. Mm. Oh, god damn it. man. Fuck. Uh, oh my god. Really? What the fuck? Are they both gonna die? And she's already sick, so it'll probably kill her faster. Uh, oh, fuck, really? That's a wonderful, wonderful way to send them both off. That is well done. Well done. Well done. That is well done. Uh, I'm speechless. I don't even think I've really talked at all this episode. I just they're still going. Oh, are you still there? Oh, fuck. Oh, dude, stop. Oh, dude, stop. Oh, dude, stop, man. Oh, dude, stop. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. And she's dying too. Fast. Yep. Oh man. Why? Why? Stop! Stop! Fuck ass. To be continued next on the next episode. Stop! Stop! Oh my. Oh. 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 God, that was. That was. That was one of the saddest, most heartbreaking ends to characters I've ever seen. That was tough. I I almost need to take a break. Like I almost need to take a like I genuinely think that I need to take a break after that. Cause it's very hard right now to gather my thoughts and you know discussion be damned. I feel like I feel like I need to take a break. I feel like I need to take a break. I genuinely do feel like I need to take a break. That was. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break. I'm. It'll be instantaneous for you, but I'm gonna take 5 or 15, and just I don't know. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take a break. I will be right back. I'm gonna take 5 minutes to emotionally collect myself, and yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Okay. I think I'm good to talk now. I don't think like I'm still emotionally shattered from what we just witnessed. So to be honest with you, don't expect a great discussion out of this because dear fucking God, sometimes an episode just hits you so hard that you don't really have much to say. But I'm gonna try to we're gonna talk about it anyway. So let's go to which part was let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. First off, this episode starting off with just the title screen. You kind of knew. You kind of just knew that that this one was gonna hurt. And right off the bat, the first thing that I personally really liked, and I pointed it out during the reaction, but I'll point it out again, is throughout the king having his power up and all that, whenever he uses his in, it's a very bright flash, right? It's a very harsh UAV location type of flash that just kind of encompasses everything, willingly or not. But here, when he's trying to find Komugi, he does it a lot more gently than just the harsh flash. Now, as I said, this is probably just more practicality. since the Flash thing does not find things that are covered, it's probably more practical for him to use particles in order for the particles to find, slip into wherever somebody may be and find whoever is around. So it's not a it's not a thing where the show it's not a thing where it's probably not a thing where the show is trying to be trying to show you like, oh yeah, Meruem is being a little bit less rough because he's trying to find Komugi. He's not trying to find an enemy or anything. He's just trying to find Komugi. But I think that it was a good decision thematically to have it be like that, whether it was for practicality or not. It just makes it seem it just adds more to like the whole thing of Komugi softening the king's heart, where once he's given up on being an almighty king or god or whatever he was trying to be, he eventually just was like, fuck it, I'm there's no point in me trying to brute force my way through anything anymore. I have limited time, and I don't care too much for being that harsh when trying to find Komugi. So I really like that decision. But another thing that I really enjoyed is the conversation that Meruem had with Palm, because Palm is still an ant. And what this does, this conversation with Palm and seeing how she has these conflicting feelings about like this new version of Meruem, is that since Palm is still an ant, she still has that hive mind mentality, and every ant had that to a degree. This hive mind mentality that converted into loyalty. So it's not a surprise that Palm kind of has the same thing, where she understands that Meruem was an enemy, and she understands that he is no longer an enemy. But she also feels like she also has this conflicting feeling of, you are supposed to be greater. You are supposed to be greater than me. You are supposed to be the one that leads us. You shouldn't be trying to bow to Palm, or Jesus Christ. You shouldn't be trying to bow to me, because I am not below you. I'm not you are not my, or you are not below me. You aren't my subordinate. So the fact that she had such a visceral reaction to Meruem's new person, it really shows you like this the last embers of Meruem's like loyalty to, or not Meruem's loyalty, but the ant's loyalty to Meruem kind of finally dying out, since Meruem is also dying out. So it's really, I mean, this episode made a lot of really good decisions thematically, in Meruem's final moments. That's just one of many. So really like that. It was a really great way to show that it was a really realistic response. I'll say that it was a really realistic response, and I loved that. Also, I know we've been talking about constantly Meruem's emotional intelligence and how far along it has come since the beginning, but you see that on full display in that moment where Meruem is willing to bow down to Palm in order to get to Komugi. It also it may, you know, this is just my headcanon, this isn't anything that I think that the show is trying to convey to us or anything like that, but it also might be a little bit of like what Poof was going through, where the king is everything. He should stay the king and not be Meruem, who is caring for this little girl and stuff. You should stay the king, and you doing all this is not you staying the king. This is you changing into something that none of us agree to. So it's, and like I said, that's more just my headcanon. To me, it also could show just how the perverted loyalty of being one of the ants, or just being, you know, either being one of the royal guard or being one of the ants, is towards Meruem, and how that affects the psychology of the ants. You can see how much Palm is breaking down, saying like, no, you shouldn't, no, don't do it, blah, blah, blah. You know, and it's such a quick turn, because before last episode, Palm was like, yeah, don't worry, that nigga's dead. You know, he's gonna die and I'll be there to watch. You know, that it's such a quick turn, but it shows you just how strong that nature is, but also how it's dying out along with the king. Really loved just how you know, how subdued Meruem seemed. He truly did not care about anything else. Truly didn't, like, outside of the whole bowing thing and all this other stuff. You could see just how much he was zoned in and focused on finding Komugi. That's all he cared about. As he said, nothing else matters to him. So that I mean, just I what do you say, man? What do you say? Another thing that I really liked about this episode, and trust me, we'll get to the whole Komugi and Meruem stuff, but another thing that I really liked about this episode was the fact that Poof died off camera, like off screen. Poof and Yuppie did the same in a way. But Yuppie got like a flashback of like, no, this is what actually happened to Yuppie. He was actually fighting, and then all of a sudden he died. You know, I hit him with one of my missiles, but before the centipedes could kick in, you know, he died, and all this other stuff, right? But whereas, and even Pito, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm just now learning that not even just now, but I've just been told that their name was Neferpito, not Neferpitu, which I was saying before, but somebody was like, you're saying it all wrong, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll change it. And then somebody else told me once they died, they're like, by the way, it's Neferpito, and I'm like, oh god, but whatever. Point being, even Neferpito had a crazy moment, you know, showing just how strong they were, fighting going. Even though they got demolished, even they had a proper send-off, or somewhat proper send-off, as proper as it could be, with your head being crushed into the ground, planted as a fucking seed somewhere. But with Poof, it was just, and he's dead. Like there was no like Poof coughing up blood, falling to his knees in the middle of the Walmart, screaming, "No, not the king!" You know, it was none of that. It was just the king talking to Palm, and then it flips the scene, and Poof is on the ground in the dirt. Blood trickling from his mouth and his ears and everything, you know. And it seemed like in that scene, I can't find it. Here it is. Yeah. Okay. I thought so. It seemed like in that scene that he was dragging himself So there's a lot in this one scene that shows you a lot about how Poof died in pain, dragging himself what seems to be towards the palace to find the king. So the reason I love the way that they handled his death, or handled, I should say, they didn't handle it at all. But the reason why I love the way that they handled his death, is because, to me, and this is just to me, maybe other people have a different outlook on this, or a different, perspective or something like that. And if you do, let me know. But to me, Poof was the real villain throughout this entire thing. Poof was the real villain throughout everything that was going on. Poof tried his hardest. He tried his damnedest to make sure that everything went his way. Poof was fucking flamboyant, in his love for the king. He was outspoken, and his love and loyalty for the king was perverted in every sense of the word, right? And I mean that with the denotation of that word, right, is that his loyalty was completely perverted. And that's what made him, to me at least, the antagonist of this arc. So when you have this, like, all eyes on me, my loyalty is my life, type of character, like Poof, there's not only just a catharsis, but there's some type of poetic justice for them to have died off screen, and them to just cut to the body, showing not showing how he died, or like how painful it was or anything like that, but leaving clues. That's all. It was just like, hey, by the way, let me show you that Poof is dead. I won't show you him dying, because who gives a fuck? It's like the mangaka, or just the universe that the mangaka wrote, is like, who gives a fuck that Poof died? He sucked. And that's kind of how I felt when the scene switched to Poof being dead, because yeah, Meruem was trying his damnedest to be better. Poof was inhibiting that throughout a bevy of episodes. So when Meruem's finally on his deathbed and the happiest that he has ever been, and Poof's literally in the fucking dirt, crawling through the dirt with his own blood trailing behind, and Meruem is somewhere with Komugi, there's a poetic, it feels like a poetic fuck you. That's what it feels like. It's a poetic fuck you that I absolutely love. I don't hate Meruem, but I see I saw the darkness in him. I saw the perversion in him. I saw the antagonist in him. So for Meruem to have that poetic fuck you death, perfect. I love that. What was really cool, the middle section here, which it almost feels like it didn't really matter much, outside of having the will of Netero being televised and stuff like that, and then having the narrator talk about like humans looking for that release and stuff like that. I really like that they showed the ramifications of what went down, having press everywhere trying to get at figureheads and officials and stuff like that, trying to figure out what's going on, and it seems like everything's in chaos. And then you have Diego, who was never fucking there. Uh, and here's the crazy thing about this, right? It's smart. It's smart for Diego to have never been there. As a dictator, Diego should not have been there, right? It would make no sense for Diego to have been in that palace broadcasting himself, like saying, yeah, I'm here, and if you want to kill me, go ahead, right? Like, I'm sure, like, obviously the palace was armed, obviously he had guards and stuff like that, but that's all a ruse, right? It the the greatest defense that any living being could have is for everything else to not know that it exists. So the fact that, so it works on a couple levels, right? And the other level may once again just may be my headcanon, but we'll still talk about it. It works on a couple levels in which, yeah, of course it's smart that Diego would just have a body double there and be off somewhere enjoying life and sipping wine and looking at the sunset with a dog and stuff, and just enjoying life, right? But the other level that it works on is that he's probably, and I'm just assuming, he's genuinely happy, right? It's not that it, because in this moment, right? And let me see if I can get to that part. Let me see if I can get to that part. Yeah, here it is, I think. Okay, or not. I guess I just never will. Perhaps that's why humans succumb to the desire to seek and release, right? Okay. Where the fuck is this guy? Okay, here it is. Despite the fact that life is complete with the sun, the land, and poetry, right? Is he gonna say anything else? Where's what I'm looking for? Hello? Oh, I have it paused. My bad. Where's what I'm looking for? Here it is. Supreme Leader Diego Real in his 30th year of retirement on a farm in an unnamed country. Here's what I like about this is that I believe here, and once again, this is probably just my headcanon, but I believe here in this moment, he's not the Supreme Leader. He's not worried about being the Supreme Leader. What he is worried about being, or maybe what he's not worried about, is being Diego, right? What I mean by this is that, at least in my headcanon, Diego's just happy out there being with his dog, a drink, and a small little TV and a book. The TV's not even on. He's not worried about anything being televised or what's going on in the world. The TV's off. He's just reading a book, not a newspaper or anything like that. Just a book with his dog on a rocking chair on a farm somewhere. Diego is probably the happiest that he has ever been, simply because he gave up the worldly and material possessions of power, or at least the worldly and material possessions that are that exist by proxy because of his power, right? He settled for the simple things, and that's where he found his happiness, in being Diego. That's all, right? He found something that he loved, whether it was the book, the dog, or the drink, or the farm. Who gives a fuck, right? Maybe it was the country that he moved to, but he found love just being Diego. And I believe that's, I don't think that's like, oh man, that's big brain, that's the wrap up of the whole story, he totally gets it. No, what I think is that is a very integral part of what is going on with Meruem, giving up the power and everything that he gains from the power by proxy, and simply wanting to play Gungi with the woman that he loves, pretty much, right? He's enjoying himself by simply being Meruem, because Komugi doesn't care about the king. Komugi cares about Meruem. That's why I feel like it's so important that Komugi was asking for his name. That's why I feel it's so important that Meruem told Komugi his name eventually, right? Because in happiness, you eventually have to be okay with yourself, right? You have to be okay with what comes with being yourself, right? Finding happiness in the smaller, the more mundane, the the unimportant things, the very small things. That's why I like that they had the whole Diego segment, because it's so real. You didn't need to be king. You didn't need to be supreme leader. You didn't need to be God. You just needed to be Diego or Meruem or whoever the hell is the next person to try to gain supreme power. That's all that mattered. So it's I like that. What more can I say? I really like that. The entirety of the scene with Komugi and Meruem was heartbreaking. Learning and this is something that was in the back of my mind. I this is another thing that I didn't think that the show would go in depth with, or from with, I don't know. Even though we talked about like the whole Fallout thing and stuff like that, Meruem's still technically irradiated. It would make sense that people that stand by him for too long, or with him for too long, will also be irradiated. So I am really impressed that the show brought that up. Even though they say poison, right? But I really like that the show brought that up, that even though staying with him is basically going to kill her, she as well is so happy with just being with Meruem that's fine. This is what her life has come to, right? This is what her life has been preparing for. This is the moment that she was born for, is to play Gungi with Meruem. That is the ultimate happiness. Remembering the kind of life that Komugi had before, where her parents were working her like a dog and didn't care about her at all, because they saw her as useless and stuff like that. And then she finds something that she's good at, which is Gungi, and it ends up defeating what is basically the supreme ruler. But in defeating the supreme ruler, she found actual happiness because she found Meruem. So I really like the whole, like, both of them being irradiated now. Though it's sad, it's incredible. Before all this happened, one of my biggest things was that I always said that once this is all over, and I was always like, yeah, they have to kill the king. I was like, once this is all over, the only thing that Meruem's going to care about is playing Gungi with Komugi. And I'm really impressed that we got both. I was of the camp that the king would die alone, and then be thinking, man, I really wish I could be playing Gungi with Komugi. But instead, we got something a little better. The king still dies, but he gets to die doing what he loves. He gets to die the happiest that he has ever been in his very short life, actually. The delivery of these lines, the writing for these lines and everything was so good, because it humanized Meruem more than he has ever been humanized in this arc. And this arc has done a fantastic job of developing, I mean, a incredible job of developing Meruem, but the development of Meruem was always to make him seem more and more like a regular human being. So when you have this moment of them both playing Gungi and stuff like that, and you know, him getting beat over and over again and stuff as he always does, and you have these moments of dialogue where he just and it's nothing crazy. It's nothing that's why I like, right, is that there was no like crazy bars or anything in his final moments. It was simply, Komugi, are you still there? Komugi, are you? In every fucking time I heard him say that, it hurt. It hurt so fucking bad. It hurt so bad. I can't. That shit hurt so fucking bad. I hated it so much because it was it's so normal. It's so fucking normal. And I think that's the point. It's so normal. It's such a human response in a moment like this where you're both dying and you simply want to make sure that you're still like it's so fucking normal. It's so normal, man. And that's the point, because you want Meruem to be normal. That's all. That's what you want for Meruem, is for him to be a human being. Enjoy being a human. And that's what he's getting to do. It's sad because you're like, oh, they're both dying and stuff. But the fact that he cares so much. He cares so much about this girl that every time there's a bit of silence, every time that there's a you know, she stops talking for whatever reason, whether it's just her thinking about the next move or him being like, oh, you know, every bit of silence was him worried. Komugi, are you still there? You know, it's oh my god. And here's another here's another thing for my headcanon. It might have been that dude would it might have been that dude's body was shutting down so much that he either could not hear her or could not see her at some points, and he had to have this reassurance that, and it might just have been that it's just dark as fuck in there, but there's this reassurance that he needed, that she was still alive, still there. You know, it's such a, I don't know, it's so fucking, it's so good. It's so oh my god. I had said before a couple episodes ago, I was like, oh, I hope they don't treat this like a moderate thing, and then, you know, just treat his death like, because yeah, he has to die, but like, I hope that they don't botch this death. And somebody on Patreon was like, don't worry. And dear God, oh, it was so good. It was so, I mean, like, oh, hats off to this show for that. That was really good. Having like the end credits be having the end credits be just the memories that they shared with each other, and then finally ending it off on Meruem saying, I'm tired. Like, I'm a little tired. I think I'll take a nap. And then Komugi saying like, yeah, don't worry, I'll greet you, because she will. They're both dying. They're both good. They're both dead. So yeah, she probably will wake you up. Oh my god. Oh man. I don't think this is one of those moments in anime where like I watch an episode and I realize that I can't rewatch it because like I don't think I'm going to be mentally and emotionally like ever like I don't think I'll ever be mentally and emotionally ready to rewatch this part. And it's something this has nothing to do with Hunter x Hunter, but it's something that I deal with Clanad, where like I want to rewatch that show, but I mentally and emotionally I cannot do it. And this show has reached that echelon for me in sadness, where like I don't think I have it in me to rewatch this episode. Like, and you know, like I love rewatching shows when I really like them. And this is going to be one of those shows where like I'll probably end up rewatching it. But this part I might skip. This episode I might skip. I don't think I can do it. This was just really, really impressive. This was a very impressive death. This was a very impressive episode. Very impressive arc. I mean, just incredible. Just incredible. I don't know what else to say. Like I said, don't expect this to be a very good discussion, because my mind is not at ease after watching that. My mind is fucked. But dear God, was this fantastic. I love this. I just love this. This was great. This was great. RIP Meruem, RIP Komugi. I don't know. But like I said, probably as always, probably things that I missed. If I did miss something, or there's something that you know you want to talk about or bring up, that's what this channel's for. Let me know, because I would love. I say I would love, but I like my brain says I would love to talk more about this episode with everybody, but my heart says no, the fuck you wouldn't. Oh man, this was fantastic. Broken heart and everything. This was lovely. This was so lovely. Okay, so with all that being said, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Link's going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Link's going to be in the description for that as well. We also have a Discord if you want to talk more Hunter x Hunter or anything else that we're watching on the channel. You can do that in the Discord. I would absolutely love to see you there, because it's just fun to talk to everybody about anime. So with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. Oh shit, there it is. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.